Stuck a pin in your backbone, spoke you down from there. All I ever wanted was to be your spine. You lost your friction and you slid for a mile. Overdone, overdrive, overlive, override. You're not the one who let me down, but thanks for offering. It's not a voice and I'm not around, so thanks for picking it up on the radio. Sampled your rust from a faucet I know. I got a magnet in my head, magnet in my head. Extra thick, extra long, the weight was wasted. And there's a chance that things will get weird. Yeah, that's a possibility. Although I didn't do anything. Oh no, I didn't do anything. All I ever wanted was to be your spine. All I ever wanted was to be in a mouth kept shut and a tongue twist tied. You're the web in front of a favorite line. You're a hook, my left. You're a latch, my lie. You're the web in front of a favorite line. Stuck a pin in your backbone, spoke you down from there. All I ever wanted was to be your spine. I got a magnet in my head, magnet in my head. Extra thick, extra long, the weight was wasted. Stranded in an empty glass, you came to drown or drank too fast and sunk into a coma state and dreamt of everything you hate. And when you woke, your head was numb, and in your chest your heart came crumbling down, defeated as you reach to wrap your flesh around a stranger. Burned out from the workday late, you slipped into the dead of night, and wanting shelter from the rain, you stepped on board the devil's train. You took it right and you took it well, and headed towards the pit of hell. All unconcerned, you crashed and burned to smash into a crowd of strangers. hoping for an early death. You swam so far, you lost your breath. I'm struggling in the ebb and flow. I took your hand, but you let go, and now the ocean fills your lungs. And now you got what you had come for, resting peaceful as you seem to drown under a sea of strangers. Along the crowded road to ruin, among the throngs of old cliches, a gentle bird of grace and beauty came down to sing a sweet refrain. Won't you fly away with me? Won't you fly away with me? She circled over through the evening as we traveled sorrow-bound, and offered up her wings for using, but we could not lift off the ground. Won't you fly away with me? Won't you fly away with me? 'Cause nothing here ever changes, it's the same old thing every day. And don't you know, little bird, here you're the only one worth your wait. Some people search every corner to find a place where they belong, and many fall back out of order, and many more go down alone. So won't you fly away with me? Or don't you fly away from me? 'Cause all the leaves in the street are blowing round and the sky's gray. And if you leave, I believe we'd all just wither and fade away. 'Cause nothing here ever changes, it's the same old thing every day. Oh, don't you know, little bird, here you're the only one worth your wait. As always, they give some reason for your fate, though long before you came here, boy, the gods all knew your name. With one subtle move, with different choices made, you could change the score and bust the door wide open for your escape. Run, Lieutenant, run, under cover of the night. Leave your heavy heart hung on the concertina wire, 'cause all of the gods on watch are drunk tonight. Que buena nota, que una noche feliz. Venga presito, fugitivito a mí. No hay ninguna razón, sintonizo, no hay diablo viviendo aquí. Y la frontera está a la vista.
Hi, I'm Bevel Darden with Spinner, joined today by Eric Bachmann. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Formerly with the band Archers of Love, Crooked Fingers, now touring and recording on your own.
Yep.
Anything you miss about being in a band?
I haven't missed it per se because I haven't really been away from it. There's just this record I've been away from it, but I'm recording a new Crooked Fingers record that'll be with various people, and if I went out all the time just by myself, it would become boring. Likewise, if I went out all the time with a band, I think. And I know that that's why the Archers probably broke up, because we would just go out playing the songs the same way 8 years in a row, you know. It's kind of boring.
Now with your songwriting, do you take a different approach to writing for a band versus writing for yourself as a solo act?
Yeah, you know, if I do, it's subconscious. I don't intentionally do that. If you know you're going to present songs in a way where it's just you and a guitar, you have to make sure it works. The 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes has to work in that way. If you have 6 people that you know are going to be laying stuff down with it, you can, I'm going to breathe here and let this person step up here, and just in terms of the arrangement, but in terms of lyrics and chord changes and the song itself, it's not different.
Is there one song that you wish you'd written that you just think is lyrically genius?
And I'm just saying this now because it's coming to my mind, but I could say 30 other ones, you know. The First Time Ever I Saw My Face by that Hugh McCall guy is a great song. Heart Needs a Home, that Richard Thompson song is great.
You've been compared to Neil Diamond, Steve Earle, Bob Dylan. Have you ever heard a comparison about yourself that's either dead on or way off base?
I don't think any of them are off. You know, I don't think, it's also kind of an honor to be mentioned in the same sentence with some of these folks, you know, like, it's not a bad thing to be compared to, you know, Leonard Cohen or Bruce Springsteen or Neil Diamond, or, you know, I like those artists.
Now, you wrote the score for the indie movie Ball of Wax. Mm-hmm. If you were to write music for another film, what director would you want to work with?
I don't know, there's so many good ones. I think, I just saw There Will Be Blood. That Paul Thomas Anderson guy is so good, man. I mean, scoring's liberating because you're not applying so much of yourself on it as you are accommodating somebody else's needs. So while that may on the surface seem to be limiting, it's actually quite liberating because you don't have all this stuff invested in the lyrics, and you don't have all this stuff invested in, well, I wrote this song, it's really important to me. You know, it's none of that crap. All you do is just really help the scene work, and you have guidance from a director, and it's kind of a nice, liberating, I found it to be that way, a nice, liberating vehicle to create music.
Through the evening.
Who would you say is harder on you, yourself or your critics?
Well, I've been pretty lucky. I'd say me. I'm definitely harder on myself than critics. And also, I don't necessarily care what they think. So if you read something, there are moments when you read something and you're offended. But most of the time, I mean, this might come out badly, but most of the time, people that are writing reviews are like kids in college that don't know how to write, and they're doing it before they get their real job. But sometimes you read it and you agree with it. Sometimes you read an article and it's not favorable, and you're like, yeah, I know, that's not good. I remember after the record was finished thinking what that critic said. So you can learn from it too, you know. But to be offended by it is a waste of energy.
Well, now after all this touring is done, what's next? Do you have any time for some R&R?
No, which is a good thing. I get restless.
You seem like a guy who doesn't want to have free time.
No, I mean, I do and I don't. You know, I feel most rewarded when I am working or getting work done. So I don't necessarily need any free time.
That's
you know?
great.
I mean, maybe I do to do certain things. Like I just took up bicycling, so maybe I can not just took it up. I just learned how to ride a bike.
Wow.
No, but I do want to kind of ride my bike across country at some point. So that would be free time, but still you're doing something, you know.
Very cool. Well, we love the performance. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being
No,
here.
my pleasure. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Don't you fly